Why are so many African Americans leaving Africa right now?
There are Americans coming over here being nasty, doing nasty things, and being bad to the locals. Now, let me flip the script, okay? Let's talk about the fact that we get abused over here, too. The thing about Ghana is stop crying victim. Stop crying victim, because y'all cheat us out of a lot of stuff. Y'all invited us to come home, which by the thousands we did. We came running to Ghana. People sold their homes, moved out of their apartments, sold everything. Some people packed up containers and moved over here just to get over here and realize this is not our home.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel once again. My name is Dash Lifestyle. Kindly for watching me for the first time, remember to subscribe, like, share, and also comment. To my returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back and watching my video. Thank you so much for the love and support, and greetings to my brothers and sisters all the way from Caribbean country. So guys, in today's video, I want us to discuss some of the issues that the Afro-American, the Afro-Caribbean, the black people in Jamaica, they are facing when they are coming here in the motherland. I've been telling my brothers and sisters, the Afro-American, the black Americans, the Afro-Caribbean, the black people in the Caribbean, to repatriate their country and to come back here in Africa, in the motherland. But because of some of the challenges, they are not coming here in the motherland. And also, guys, I want you to watch this video from African American. She has come out and highlight some of the challenges that the Afro-Americans, they are facing, the Afro-Caribbean, the black people in the Caribbean, they are facing when they are visiting the motherland. And then, guys, I'll be back with more comment. Watch this video till to the end, then we'll come back and discuss more about what it is happening to the Afro-Caribbean and Afro-American. So guys, watch this video, then I'll be back with more comment.
There are Americans coming over here being nasty, doing nasty things, and being bad to the locals. Now, let me flip the script, okay? Let's talk about the fact that we get abused over here, too. The thing about Ghana is stop crying victim. Stop crying victim, because y'all cheat us out of a lot of stuff. Y'all invited us to come home, which by the thousands we did. We came running to Ghana. People sold their homes, moved out of their apartments, sold everything. Some people packed up containers and moved over here just to get over here and realize this is not our home. Y'all call us foreigners. Ghanaians call us that. We didn't make that word up. We didn't start calling ourselves that. We don't know that that's what y'all call the white people and the Chinese because we're not around them. But we know that that's what y'all call us. I ain't never heard the word before, Tabby, till I came to Ghana. Okay. Y'all invite us home. Let's talk about what y'all do to us. Starting from the fucking before we get to the airport, we got to have a visa that we pay for to even enter our home. We pay all this money for passports and visas to get here. We get to the airport, and as soon as you see a fucking blue passport, everybody's coming for us. Can you give me something small at the COVID place? You get to immigration. Can you give me something small? You get to baggage. Can you give me something small? A person grabbed a damn cart and put my bag on it and got mad because I gave him $5 US because I only had hundreds, because you come over here with hundreds to get the best, cash in rate. How about he looked at that and said, I don't want that. I said, what you mean you don't want it? I said, I want to know, what did you expect me to give you? He said, $10. I said, so you want me to give you over 100 CDs for picking up a bag, putting it in a cart? He don't know this is like my 5th time coming through the airport. I have never seen nowhere in any country or state where people have openly, it says $60 for foreigners, $30 for locals, okay? You go to Cocoon Park, and I don't remember the price. Let's say $200 for foreigners, because that's what y'all call us, $40 for locals. You go to the castle, it's $60 for foreigners, $10 for locals. I ain't never seen that nowhere. I ain't never went nowhere in the U.S., Mexico, and Canada where it said you pay, if you a local, if you're from here, you pay $3 for a Coca-Cola, but if you're a foreigner, you pay $8 for a Coca-Cola. I ain't never seen that nowhere except Ghana. Nobody in the airport has ever asked me for no money for nothing. I have only seen that in Ghana. Now, let's talk about the fact that y'all welcomed us home and how this process looks to me. According to y'all, the ones of us that were stolen, so let's talk about the process of coming home. We got stolen from our mother, our birth mother and father. 20 years later, we're probably 26 years old now. Our mother finds us and she said, baby, y'all come home. I miss you. Come back home. Get out them streets where they don't love you at and come home. So we drive, take a taxi, however we get to our mother's address, we get there. But before she let us come to the door, she says, oh, welcome home. But before you come in, can you pay me $300 to enter the door? That's the visa to come home. So, okay, we happy to be home. So we paid $300 to our mother to step foot in her house because we're excited to be home to the motherland, okay? We get in there and now it's dinner time. And she has plates on the table for the kids that grew up in the house. And she has a plate on the table for me and my sister who was stolen years ago. And she says, oh, my daughters, because you didn't grow up here, my children get to eat free that grew up here. But because you were stolen and you're just coming back, I have to charge you $20 for a plate. So me and my sister, we're so happy to be home. We're confused. We pay her $20 for a plate. Okay. That's the cocoon shit. That's y'all giving us different prices for shit. Okay. Now we're at our mother's house and we're enjoying being there. We see something's a little weird, but we enjoy being back home with our mother. We decide we want to stay. And she goes, oh, you want to stay a little longer? You're going to have to pay me $1,000 every year to stay here. That's the residency. Now we're paying her for residency, even though she invited us home after we were stolen from her. Okay. Now we pay the residency and then we decide, you know what? We want to get on the birth certificate. We kind of like it here. It's a little weird, but we comfortable enough to stay here. And she tells us, oh, in order for you to stay here, I have to put my name on your birth certificate. That's going to be $3,000 each, please. And then I will put your name on the birth certificate and you will become a family member. That's the citizenship. That's the citizenship. So how are we home if we got to pay y'all? Why aren't the visas free? If this is home, why don't you make this visa free for us? If this is home, why do we have to pay to be a resident? If this is home, why isn't our citizenship automatic?
Why are so many African Americans leaving Africa right now? You know, I think when people migrate to the continent or they leave abroad, as we're seeing in record numbers, more than ever before, I'm not sure if it's new or if social media is giving us these viewpoints, but you come to countries where you find the quality of life so much better, but the cost of living a lot less than what you're used to, and you overextend. You purchase a house or you get an apartment in the most luxurious part of the country. You're dining out every day, multiple times a day. You've got a driver, you know, you're doing all of these things. And while these things can still be relatively affordable, what I see for the most part is people just doing the most, like getting the most luxurious car, the most luxurious home, the most luxurious furnishings, and essentially they can't afford to not do the work that they were doing in the US to now sustain the life that they've created on the continent. And so, you know, when I first arrived to the continent, I wouldn't say made those mistakes. I have lived, had money, lost money, had money, lost it. So I knew how to live pretty frugally, but I do recommend that when you do migrate, that you enjoy that experience for the short term. And that's like 30 days, you know, celebrate yourself, have fantastic dinners out, stay at a hotel, stay in a fabulous Airbnb. But if this is something that you want to do long term, you need to get yourself on a budget and be financially responsible so that you don't overextend yourself, so that you don't end up having to go back to a country that you so direly want to get out.
So guys, I hope you have watched that video from our African American sister. She has come out and highlight some of the challenges that they are facing, the African American they are facing when they are visiting here in the motherland, and also the Afro-Caribbean, the black people in the Caribbean, they are facing when they are visiting here in the motherland. And guys, I want to highlight some of the issues that this African American sister, she has come out and say. First of all, she has come out and say, we have so many African American, they are Afro-Caribbean, they really want to come back here in the motherland, because these people, they were not, during the slave trade, they were not willing to go in those countries that they were not willing to go in United States. They were not willing to go in the Caribbean, some of the Caribbean country where we have black people. These people, they were forced, they were taken away during slavery. But these people, in their heart, they wish to come back here in the motherland. But because of how people, the black people, the Africans in the motherland, they are behaving, these people, they are not coming back. It makes them not to come back here in the motherland. She has come out and highlight some of the issues, and I want to discuss this issue so that also I can tell you this is true and this is not true. She has come out and say, first of all, in the point that when she landed here in the motherland, people they were charging her a high price. She has complained about high price. She has complained of paying more than the local are paying here. Maybe in the airport, someone someone who is carrying her bag to the taxi, she's asking a lot of money. And also the places where that she wants to visit as a tourist, she's now being charged high price than the local people. And that it is true. In some of our African country, there are some places that the locals, the outsiders, the visitors, they are paying more than the local what they pay. And that it is true. We as African countries, we need to change that. We need to make sure that we are charging people, no matter if they are local, no matter if they are tourists, because these people, they are our brothers and sisters. They really want to come back in the motherland, but because of our bad behaviors, they cannot come back here in the motherland. And this is to tell you that, guys, these complaints that the African American they are making, the Afro-Caribbean they are making, we need to take it serious, because these people, they really want to come back home. But you do know the reasons why these people, they are still not yet come back home. It is because they are seeing Africa, it is not uniting. Because they are seeing African people, we are still fighting each other. They are still seeing Africa, it is not uniting. Africa, it is not becoming one nation. And that's why these people, they are not coming here in the motherland. We as African people, we need to come together. We need to make our countries more welcoming to our African American, to our diaspora people, so that when they are coming home, they find home, it is a good place. It is a place where they can live and stay, and there is no need for them to go back in the country which they were. And also, guys, I want to talk on a point whereby this lady, she has come out and say, why is it the visa very expensive if they want to come here in the motherland? Because these people, they were not willing to be taken away during slavery. The black people in the Caribbean, they went through a lot when they were being taken away through during slavery. The African American, the same way, they went through a lot. These people, they fought on their way in the America, on their way in the Caribbean country. But why do we African people, with the visa for them to come back here home, it is very expensive? Why is it so much expensive? And also, why do we African people make it a visa free for all black people? There's no need of black people paying when they are coming here in Africa. They should use no visa. They don't need a visa to come back here in Africa, because these people, they're coming to visit home. And also, why do we charge them if they want to have a citizenship of our African country? Because these are our black, they are our brothers and sisters. Why do we charge them if they want to get a birth certificate from Africa? we should give them a birth certificate, because these people, they are our own, they are our brothers and sisters, they have our blood, the same blood which it is running in our vein. It is the same blood that it is running through their vein. So there's no need for we as black people to charge them if they want to become a citizen in any of African country. Just like our sister, she has come out and say there's so much that they are paying. There's so much that the African American, the Afro Caribbean, they are paying if they want to be a citizen. And this is tell you that we as African, we need to change that. And also, guys, I want to pass this message to our African leaders, because we as African leaders, we need to come together and unite. We as African, as a country, African country, they need to come together. I want to see African being borderless. I want to see African using one currency. I want to see African having at least one president so that African can move forward. I want to see African using one network, because I want to see African becoming borderless so that it can be easy to our African, Afro-Caribbean and African American to visit here home. Because I love what the message that the Bob Marley from Jamaica, he was coming out and say about Africa. He was singing about African unite, because they want to move out of Babylon. Simply that Africans, we should come together, African, we should unite so that our African, Afro-American, our black people in the Caribbean, they can come back here home. Because we need to make our home better. We need to make our home, our motherland, very accessible to our African people who are outside. And that's why Bob Marley was singing African Unite. And also, I love what Marcus Garvey, he was fighting for. Marcus Garvey, he was fighting for the black people to come back here in Africa. He was calling black people to unite and come here in the motherland. I want to see black people uniting. I want to see black people becoming together as one, so that we as African continent, as a black people, we can develop, we can be more powerful than any other races. And that's why I'm not happy seeing these challenges that our African American, they are going through when they are visiting here in the motherland. Simply because some of them, you have seen that they want to leave Africa because they are finding it difficult to stay with some of the African people, because of the behaviors that they are showing towards our African American, our black people in the Caribbean. We as African people, we need to change. We need to stop taking advantage of our Afro-Americans, our African people in the Caribbean. These are our brothers and sisters. We need to treat them as how we treat our brothers and sisters here in Africa. We should not take advantage, because we as African people, we love taking advantage of the visitors, especially if we see visitors is coming from this money country in the United States, in the Caribbean. We love to see, we love to take advantage. We love to hike the price. We love to put their price. They cannot buy the things here in Africa with the local price, because there's some places whereby there's a local price and there's a tourist price. And this lady, she has come out and say she has traveled, she has been in the United States. There's nowhere she has come out across a price for the local and a price for the tourist. This needs to stop. If it is a price, we need to stop price hiking the price to the local, to our fellow black Americans, to our fellow Afro-Caribbean. This need to stop. I want to see African becoming better place for our brothers and sisters in the diaspora. I want to see African growing. I want to see also the African American supporting Africa, supporting the motherland. I want to see the Afro-Caribbean supporting also the motherland. And if we will become together, as I always tell you, that we as African people, we will go far. We will come together. We will create more jobs opportunity here in the motherland. We will be employing so many people so that there is no need of us African people to go outside and depend in this foreign country. Because I believe Africa, we have resources. Africa, it has everything. Africa, it is the rich continent. I keep on telling you that these other people, the white, they cannot do without Africa. They cannot do without here motherland, because they know here in the motherland it is where everything it is. And that's why they depend so much in the motherland. And also they are making sure that in any cause, black people, they are not uniting. These people, they are the ones who came here in Africa and divided our country and divided our African continent. Yeah, these people is the colonizers who they came and divided our country. And then after dividing our country, they taught us that we as black people, we don't need to support our own. We should support these other races, but not our own black people. And that's why it is very, very difficult for us black people to support each other. It is very difficult for us black people seeing our fellow black people are growing, and instead of us helping him or her growing, we are the ones who want to bring him or her down. We should change our ways as a black people. I don't want to do such videos of African American complaining, or the Jamaicans who are coming here in Africa complaining. I don't want to do such video. I want to do a video whereby African American, he or she has come here in Africa, he has visited the African country, and he has seen how Africa it is good. I want to see such kind of video. I don't want to see African American crying when they are visiting here in the motherland. We are the ones who are telling them you should come back home, but when they are coming home, they are crying. They are telling that you lie to us, African, it is good. Why are we going through all these things? I don't want to see that, because I keep on telling my brothers and sisters to come back home. Africa, it is good. But you can see what some of the challenges they are going through here in Africa. As our African leaders, we need to change our country. We need to come together. We need to welcome our fellow Afro-American, our diaspora people back home, and they need to feel back home. There's no need of them paying this high visa, because the visas, it is very expensive for them, and also they are going through a lot to get visa, and also they are going through a lot when they are coming here in the motherland. They are going through challenges. The African leaders, they need to see this video so that they can make African great to our brothers and sisters in the diaspora. And also, guys, I need you to like this video so that this video can go viral. This video can reach out to a lot of people, to a lot of black people, and also to our black leaders, so that they can see what it is going on here in the motherland, to our Afro-American and African people who are in the Caribbean. So kindly, guys, like this video, share, and also comment. See you on my next one. Bye bye.